Hello guys and welcome to another video. In this video I'm going to be taking a brief look at my IBM ThinkPad 2621 i-series laptop from, I'd probably say, the late 90s, just based on how thick it is. So first things first, this is a working computer and we will be booting it up later. It's in pretty decent condition overall. If I move on to the top, you can see it's got a slight scratch there and another slight scratch there. That is it. The rest of the computer is in pretty much perfect shape. So we'll have a look at the front first of all. We have the media controls, so there's another screen in there. I think if I do that, you can see the screen lights up. And then we've got, what's that, pause and eject, it looks like, or stop and eject, play, pause, forward, rewind, and then we've got a volume slider like Toshiba's used to have for quite a long time. Though this has one as well. Just turn that off now. I think the idea of this is you can put a CD in and it can play it while the computer's off. Not 100% sure on that, but that's just what I would think it is, otherwise I can't see the point in having it. Anyway, move on to this side of the computer. That is where the battery is, I think. I'll have to check underneath to make sure. Yes, that is where the battery is. And then here is obviously our CD drive, which I think if I just turn on the thing on the front, there you go, you saw the light flash there. It should open, hopefully, maybe. There we go. And the computer is moving on. So we move on to the back. Obviously we've got the power which is currently plugged in. So the one thing that doesn't work on this laptop is the battery. That's kind of to be expected though. So anyway, we've got a PS2 mouse connector there. You'll probably see why in a second. That is a modem, serial, and that is printer. There's a single USB port. I suspect it's probably going to be 1.1. Got VGA. And then that looks to be like a S-video kind of TV out kind of connection. And obviously some cooling vents on the side as well. Moving on to the other side, we have the PC card slot for expansion, floppy drive, and the 3 audio ports. So then, I guess if we spin it back around to the front again. Sorry, I'm doing this all, trying to do it as one shot, and that's still on. We'll just pop that off for a second. And it's a double latch to open, so I'm going to have to open that off camera, and I'll be back in a second. Okay, so as you can see now, I have the laptop open. You can see the 800 by 600, I think, screen. I'm not entirely sure, we'll have to check that when we get in. Into Windows, that is, because it does have Windows installed on it. The keyboard here with very minimal wear and really good sound and a really good typing experience. Got some quick shortcut things here. There's a home button, a search, a trolley, and a mail. So I'm guessing they're going to be homepage, your search, your default search. Probably your preset you could have to some online shopping thing, I would imagine, and I'm guessing that's going to be your email there. i-series logo, power button, some indicator lights there, including battery, hard drive activity, all that kind of stuff. Typical ThinkPad here, and probably one of the main reasons for having a PS2 mouse port. No trackpad. It relies on the track point, which I can only use with my right hand. But I really like it. So then of course you've got your 2 clicks and your scroll. Again, media controls, IBM ThinkPad logo, because this is well before they were bought by Lenovo. And you've got your Intel Celeron sticker. I think it's a 433 or 466 MHz, somewhere around there. Designed for Microsoft Windows 98. So, all that's left now is to boot it up. Okay, so here we go. Now the CMOS battery is obviously dead in this computer. There you go, CMOS battery, real clock time error, yada yada yada. Oh well, we're just going to press enter and let it boot. Now it does come up with a missing file on startup, but we don't have to worry about that. We're just going to let it continue. Get it, there it goes, and press enter again. Just to give it a chance to boot up into Windows 98. Sorry, the camera keeps auto-focusing and getting it wrong. Just going to accept that. Don't know if you heard the startup sound then. It did play, but it was very quiet, so I tried to turn it up quickly, and I only turned it up partway through. I also don't know if you can hear the hard drive in the background. I certainly can. Nice loading of the wallpaper there, back when computers actually did that. Well, it's up and running. Hopefully, get to the track point. Yep, there we go. We can check a few things, like the screen resolution. Yes, it's 800 by 600. I think any more than that and it's probably going to give us issues, but we can try it. But I would imagine it's going to be, yeah, it's going to be 800 by 600, that's all we're going to get. We're on 16-bit colour for now, that's fine. I think any more than that, screen lags a bit. So like I said, it's not the greatest system in the world. Obviously by today's standards it's pretty terrible, but it is retro, it is cool, it's old, things I like. I'm sure many ThinkPad collectors probably like it, especially in the fact how good a condition it's in. I'm not going to tell you how much I paid for this. I did buy it, and I'm going to tell you now, it was cheap. So anyway, we will now open up CPU-Z, or CPU-ID, however you want to say, or CPU-Z, whatever you want. So yeah, I don't know if you can see that. You can. Intel Celeron. That's pretty much all you need to know there. 466 megahertz. Let's move on to memory. Just 64 megabytes of memory. Graphics, ATI Rage Mobility M. Okay. Obviously, again, not great by today's standards, but certainly not too bad from back then. Just going to turn the sound up a bit, and I will let it play the Windows 98 welcome thing. And CPU-Z interrupted me. Wonderful. And you couldn't hear it. Right, we'll try that again. Okay, so obviously the speakers, again, by today's standards, pretty terrible, but for back then they're not good, and the fact they still work and they still sound probably as intended, it's probably quite good. We'll just see what's on. There's not actually anything on here really. There's a couple of programs, but I don't really think there's anything interesting on here. Oh, we've got Word, I guess. There you go. Keyboard works. So that's pretty much it. No, I don't want to save the dot changes. That loading there. I guess we can also launch Audacity 1.3 beta. There it goes. It's fine. No problems there. Not that you really want to do any editing of audio on this system. It's quite slow. But I think I'm going to say that's the end of the video. I've had a quick overview of the IBM ThinkPad 2621i series. Going to show you, actually no, before we go, I lie, one more thing that we need to do. Total size 5.58 gigs, it's a 6 gig hard drive. So, which you can hear in the background. Hopefully, maybe. I don't know, I can definitely hear it. Anyway, that is it for this computer. Shut it down. See there, Windows 98 shutting down. There it goes. So, if you enjoyed the video, then please like, comment and subscribe if you want to. And obviously I hope to see you in some future videos, and maybe there'll be some more videos like this, maybe either of this computer in the future or of some other older laptops or computers in general that I have. Anyway, I hope to see you in a video in the future. Bye.